is it? It is 4:22. Here we go. Oh, okay. Never the end is loading. Oh, I didn't know! I made a skip! Begin the game again. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay. I'll do it with mouse. Oh, A is what you do. Uh-oh. No! Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it...
No! Oh, I wondered what I missed! Can I see the intro again? I missed something, you know. There we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
That's
no
why it's
one
empty.
had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Hi, Stanley.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, and then that's where we are. Okay.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Oh no!
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any
I
way
hate
except
Mondays.
badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. From here I can be happy forever. I will be happy.
I will be happy.
Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh? Oh? Okay, that's not what I'm supposed to do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, probably missed the memo. Oh, I can't close this door. Okay. Recommendations from the Oversight Committee in 1931. Okay, I was about to be like, no, I got locked out again. Oh no! Wait. Wait. I want to turn it back on. Man. Okay. I wish I could like zoom. They're playing solitaire. I want to play solitaire. Surname access. This one can't be turned off. Who farted? Knowing your city. Huh.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Sorry. Fuel. Plant. Check something real quick. Nope, that's... Okay, cool. Very swag. Sales in the quarter. Is that how you spell quarter? Really? No! This does not make sense. Huh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There's like no music. It's... That moved. I swear that moved. Keep dry.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Nom 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 nom. What happens if I just stay here?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, on the left. If I ignore it, I'm gonna ignore it. That seems scary. I don't want to go in there.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Do not lie if you are lying right now. Stop. I like the sound effect noises. I want to go. Wait. I'm sorry. Is this? I don't know if this is horror. I've never looked into this game. I don't know if like I'm gonna die for disobeying, but I don't want to go down. Do not jump from cargo lift. All its motion will cause death. Boundary for misuse of jumping off the cardio lift. What if I?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
I didn't mean to do
leapt
it!
from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is weird.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm like worried. I'm gonna be like, oh, look at that, and then I turn around. It's like, there's a cat, and the cat.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, I'll follow your directions, sir. What? Is that pi? That's not pi. It's like probability, I think. Targets. Push for... Oh, it's the slideshow going on. Not cost efficient. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Why is Chris in the broom closet? Come on. Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right next to today's agenda. Reflect employees. By quarterly. These are charts, please. I'm begging. Aw. Thank you, boss. Chris? Chris, I need you to get out of there. We go up?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Whoa! This is fancy. It's like executive bathroom. I want to go into the executive bathroom. There it is. The beige pages. What? I want to go in here first. It's the elevator. Time indoors monthly. Graphs. Business strat. You know, it is a business strategy. I don't approve of it, but it's a business strat nonetheless.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I don't know it. What do I do?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I don't like this. Wait, hi. Okay, okay. I don't know if I want to be playing this on my controller now. Is that like Dr. Eggman? Do I have to go over there? I don't really feel safe. This doesn't seem... I feel like I'm gonna fall to my death. Oh. Okay. I don't like that it's loading. That's not a good
Descending
sign.
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
I do
It was
feel
a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
What even do
Why
I
did he
do?
feel this now?
Yeah,
And for
why?
years, it had never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered for long.
We've been working with Cape Johnson.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But I wanna... I said I'd follow the voice.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the
227?
building,
I think
Stanley's
427.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where's... Yeah, I'm right there. Huh. Oh. Can I stop it? I can't stop it.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Only one way but forward, I guess.
No. He refused to believe
Yeah,
it.
I refuse to
Couldn't
believe it.
accept it.
Yeah.
His own life
Uh-huh.
in someone else's control.
Yeah, I don't
Never.
believe it.
It was unthinkable.
It is
Wasn't
unthinkable. Yeah,
Was
it
even
is.
possible? Had
No.
he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
No, 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 no.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once
Okay.
and for all.
If this is like a rhythm, not like a rhythm thing, but like a time thing, I'm not gonna make it out alive. I'm gonna say that now. Here goes nothing. Mind control.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to every... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the control.
I didn't let you
They
finish!
kept you enslaved all these years. You go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Oh, Oh, wait.
Stanley,
I meant to.
applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
I have
You
power.
have nearly the power you think you
I do.
And I believe you'll find this pertinent. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere minutes until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one.
It is a thing.
More time to talk about.
I can't jump.
About
This
me,
is.
where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
I want to
A moment of
leave.
solace before you're obliterated.
I don't know.
All right,
That's
I'm in a
two.
good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times,
Where's
I let it
one?
sink into the ground,
Wait.
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Can I turn it off?
This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and
I know.
get back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it.
I don't do well under time.
Whatever I come up with on the next go around
Okay.
will be
That's
even better.
2.
My
No, that's
goodness,
4.
Only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on...
Ah! 1. I found 1.
Hey, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where
1.
you're going or what you're supposed to
2.
be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running
3.
from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something
4.
here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved?
I bet there is.
Have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No, that's 3.
Stanley,
That's 5.
you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
What? You're free
This is not a
attention.
challenge. It's a tragedy.
Wait.
You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds left to struggle.
I don't know what it is.
Big movement. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
I want to be in the middle.
Desperately to your frail life. Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Huh? Huh? Oh, I did die. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Oh, I thought this had changed.
The newly opened
Forgot
passageway.
that part was right there. Alright, let's ascend. How many endings are there? Because...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I did.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Right there. Now the one is the one up there that's fired. And then that one doesn't have a name. Two don't have a name. I could get like having a 0, 0. And there's one. There we go. Now we do go this way, yeah.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe.
Oh, that has heart.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Never.
It was unthinkable.
Wasn't it?
Was it
even possible?
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking,
There's a
eating,
catwalk
working.
up there.
All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Beep, 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 beep.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
I am very uncertain right now.
Was it over?
Is it over? No.
Yes.
Oh.
He had won.
Yay!
Defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Woo!
Freedom was mere moments away.
I don't trust this actually. You have a narrator.
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What if I don't step through? Oh. I don't think it's gonna say anything else.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Aww. He's happy. Beat the game! Get your first achievement! Yay! Okay.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, let's follow the story.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Can't do that. Oh, the end is never.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
I want to go right. I can't go right, never mind. Oh.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah, of course.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right, Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this
Yeah, I was right. That's a vehicle. Okay.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
No, it ain't.
Close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
I'm sorry.
The whole story completely unusable.
I'm sorry.
Rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track. Okay, from the top.
Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could this mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Simply
simply
missed
missed
a
a memo.
memo.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
Yeah,
everything
come on.
should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
I closed my
The
eyes.
story somewhere, or...
I turned around and closed my
Why
eyes.
am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah, come on.
Was
I'm
right
not being
here
a
just
very
minute
good DM
ago.
right now.
I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Yay! Adventure time. Come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands with Jake the dog and Finn the human. Fun never ends. It's adventure time. So, narrator, you having fun? Because I'm having fun. This is pretty fun.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Hey, I didn't give you permission to restart. I was having fun.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse.
You made it. Yeah, come
I'm
on.
remembering this wrong.
What did you
Well,
do?
the story is back where we just came from.
Wait.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay, that sounds good. Coffee still spilled. Where's a ladder? I don't remember seeing a ladder, but...
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
Where?
Story. Here it comes.
What?
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I don't like this. What did you do?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Please do. I would like you to restart. I did not like that.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. I guess we can go this way. There was a thing. Oh, it's just graphics. Never mind. Okay.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to
Please play some music. Oh, yeah. It's a little loud. Can you turn it down? Narrator. She got lost.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I see, okay. So it's a fern. It's in a white container with a black rim. It's very healthy. Maybe it's like, it's got some grass in there. Maybe it's like, maybe a year old, maybe 2. Can you play the music again, please? It was very helpful.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable. Story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I gotta I gotta check every door.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us?
Come on, don't Line. Yeah, we trusted you.
We've been through. Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
I like this. I can't trap myself in. Oh. Are we following the line, narrator?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Yeah.
We're intelligent people, right?
Yeah.
Why can't we make up our own story?
Yeah.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Ocean adventure!
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction.
Aw, I wanted an ocean adventure, but I guess this will work.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
An ocean adventure.
Be wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Ocean adventure!
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Get out of here,
No
line.
lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
Yeah, get out of here. We don't like you. Yeah, leave. Ooh!
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Let's
How
see.
important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
What do you think,
In fact,
narrator?
I believe I need a minute to think here.
I think right.
Walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
Right.
Which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must
Uh-huh.
be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
Right.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Well, right is always right.
Since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct.
Glad to think we're on the same
Another
page.
entry for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Okay. The confusion ending.
Oh, hold up. What's this?
Deviate.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all
Adventure.
one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game what,
You've been playing with
eight times?
You've been
really
playing
how
with
all this
confusion
goes?
ending. 17. We've been doing this for 17 minutes, sir.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again.
Find a
Am I
bookstore.
just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me?
Yeah, who consulted me?
Decide. Why
Yeah.
don't I get a say in all of
I-
this?
That's what I'm saying.
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't
Yeah.
restart the game. I won't
Yeah.
do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
And the timer stopped?
No!
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
Eh?
We even know.
Swag?
Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey.
We're in the
Though
journey.
They're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
Yeah.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Hello? That actually caught me off guard.
But Stanley simply couldn't.
I didn't mean to do that!
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had
Right.
never been trained for that. No.
Wait,
This
where's-
couldn't go anywhere except
Where's the
badly.
security
The
camera?
thing to do
It's
now,
like
Stanley thought to himself, is
positioned
to wait.
like...
Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
Narrator, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to accident.
Stanley waited.
Oh, we got a
Hours
nice pen.
passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end.
Yeah.
He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now
No,
it's
it's
even
getting
closer.
closer.
Here it
When I
comes.
comes. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Narrator?
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
No, it
Is
is.
this Stanley's office?
Yeah. End is never. End is never. End is never. I like work, just hate my boss. End is never. End is. I don't wanna. Do we continue on, I guess? We'll just continue on.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Talk
Feeling
less.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let's go down.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hi, Lassie, I wanted this. I can't read that.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
I'm dreaming!
This is all a dream.
This is all a dream.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a
voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts,
he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
Yeah,
Was
no, my
Stanley
stars were
simply
gone.
deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
It's not a
Did the voice
dream.
not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Yeah, come
This
on.
voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal.
I am normal.
Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss, I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella. Okay.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Well, I think I'm gonna end it off here. But yeah. Hope you all enjoyed. This was very fun, and I can't wait to continue playing it. Adios.